Hello, what's up Wednesday? Welcome to Erin Ash. I'm Ashley Bennett, and as an intuitive healer, I offer free videos every single week just to help you guys kind of tune into your own inner voice or whatever soul lessons and energy of the week is coming up, all kinds of different things. And today what I decided to do was pull a couple cards. So I already shuffled, and I'm just going to pick a couple cards and then talk about the energy of what I'm seeing and anything else that's kind of coming through. I just did like a very long meditation. I'm not sure how long, somewhere between maybe 45 minutes and an hour. And while I was in meditation, I got a few messages to share with you guys as well. So I just want to kind of combine the two things though, because to me, cards and spirit cards or oracle cards are a connection to the divine and something beyond here. And I wanted to combine the two just so that you guys can get even more information and more of an insight. I love that all three cards that I pulled are definitely more some of the deeper stuff, more of the shadow aspects of things. So the first card that I actually picked was obstacles and challenges. So as you can see, they're trying to like leap over this sort of obstacle that's happening here. And all these little orbs are actually like divine support around you. So even when we face an obstacle, even when we feel super alone and like we're not connected, or maybe like the universe is just not supporting us, it's not necessarily true. When we ask for things that are for our highest good, for our highest path, for love and connection and wealth and healing, even physical healing, when we ask for these things, what we also have to know is that we're asking to also deal with the obstacles between now and when we actually get and receive what we're asking for. So a lot of the stuff from here to here is unraveling, healing, undoing, and sometimes clearing your entire fucking plate of your life. I just went through it. I am not kidding. In order to get to what you actually desire the most and what you're asking for. So be very clear about what you're asking for, and I don't want to say how badly you want it, but how fast of a path or a track are you actually trying to go on? Because it isn't all, I was about to say it's not all shits and giggles, but it's really not in between there and there. But it doesn't mean that while you're going through the muck, once again, that you're alone or you're left, hanging in the wind, while you're actually still on course and on path, and you're going to get to the end of the rainbow. Which I didn't even realize. There was an actual rainbow in the second card. Gotta love that. And this is the sacrifice card. So really, once again, it's about what are you willing to sacrifice in order to truly get what you want? That is a really hard question, because I think, once again, we tend to only think of what we really want, and sometimes it doesn't mean that, we want to do all the hard work in between, like dealing with and digging up the past hurts, pattern, heartache, trauma, pain, physical pain included, and even our ancestral lessons, meaning like, what did your mother go through? What did your father go through? Things like that, to me, are attached to this life and some of our soul goals and soul path in this life. And so what are we willing to sacrifice? What are we really willing to get rid of, including just our daily habits? What are we actually genuinely willing to clear from our plate to get what we actually want on our plate? It's really one of those deeper questions that I always think we need to ask ourselves, honestly. And then the last card is shadow, which anybody who has done shadow work knows, not always fun. Most of the time not fun, but what it's about is actually seeing these, I don't want to say darker, because it's not darker, but it's these deeper sort of, how do I say this? Disconnected pieces of ourselves. Sometimes we turn those inner pains and those inner hurt versions of ourselves away and we shove them even deeper and deeper and deeper. Well, at some point, that room that we keep within us with those shadow aspects of ourselves, or the shadow, it gets so full and so painful. I literally just felt like my heart hurt a little. That at some point it starts to spill over into our daily lives, our daily patterns, our relationships, and until we're willing to actually dive a little bit deeper and look at what the hell we're storing in that room within us, and why are those pieces and those versions of ourselves so horrible to see. To me, they're not horrible to see. Actually, that's what we're being called to do, especially at this moment on the planet, is to really do that deeper work and heal it. Because once we do, we can carry those pieces and those versions of ourselves with us as, like, gifts is a strong word, because I know there's a lot of pain and a lot of things that we store there. But from personal experience, I can carry those pieces of myself with me with acceptance and more love, rather than rejection and continuing to hide them away as if they don't exist. Once we do that, all of us sort of can live up at the surface, if you will. And we can kind of become more whole. We can see ourselves, we can feel ourselves, we can accept ourselves on such a deeper level, that also the world around us, our universe around us, because if you've watched any of my videos, I believe we're very much magnets to what we draw in, including relationships. So when we're asking for that better, bigger, incredible relationship to be called into our lives, for example, but we don't even take care of ourselves, we don't trust ourselves, we still lie to ourselves in some way, we hide all the hurt and pain, and we don't do any self-care. It's just an example. If that's the case, what the hell do you think you're going to draw in? I just want to be really, really real with you. And it's not because that person is meant to be drawn in so that it hurts us and we're cursed and therefore that's all we're going to get. It's actually just a mirror for us to see the pieces of ourselves that we need to heal and love a little deeper. How do I want to treat myself? Because that's how I want the person who I might be drawing in, whether it's a work relationship, a love relationship, your friends, your family, whatever it is, if you don't treat yourself that way, guess what's going to come back in? So, and that doesn't mean that you have to, create a loving relationship with every single person you've ever met and blah, blah, blah. Let's not get so into the all or nothing or the duality of it, because there is a ton of other stuff that's constantly always happening. So I'm just talking about the specific aspects here. I don't want to go too long on the video, just so that you guys, I know your time is valuable too. But this is kind of what I'm being called to share with you, because this is honestly most of the work that's been coming up in all of my sessions lately included. And this is like the blockages and that deeper knowing of ourselves that I actually get to help my clients with. So I do energy work, I do chakra balancing. Really what I'm doing is I'm channeling spirit or source and diving in a little deeper to people's soul paths, soul lessons. That's really my specialty. So yes, I do meditation in there and I do a bunch of other stuff in a session, but really to me, how do I get you from here to here in a way where you feel connected and clarity and not lost, and give you some of your own tools so that you have more of your own discernment and intuition turned back on. That's what I do, because I want you to actually be happy. So anyway, if you want to set up a session with me, you can go to my link on my page and even just set up a free phone call, a free consult. I do them every single day. Set one up. If you don't see a time that you want, send me a message and I will get you set up. But either way, I hope you guys heard something that you needed to hear today. I think that's good enough. Yeah. All right. Bye.